biggest deal that you ever done, and what did you get from that?
330 million is the largest thing I ever did
Wow.
in a deal, and I was part of that. I got that in there. I sold it for 27 million, and 5 years later, these guys sold it for 330 million. And then 4 years after that, it sold for 800 million.
Who do I have here, and what do you do?
My name is Danny Moneypenny. You want me to look at that middle camera?
Whenever you want, wherever you want, yeah.
I live here in Silver Lake, Ohio, right near where we're doing this YouTube, and married with 3 children. Engaged 4 times, but only married 3. And 33 years to my lovely third wife, Amy. And we live here. We travel around a lot. My 3 children are grown, and they're doing very well, and I'm very proud of them.
I love it, man.
Very proud of them.
So, Daniel, we're going to go through your lifeline and your timeline, but I would like to backtrack to when it all started for you in business. What we're trying to do here is basically bring light and shed light to business owners and entrepreneurs, and how you work, like just the conversations that you and I have had. And I want other people to understand that what it takes to get to the spot to where you are.
It takes a myriad of things, but I'm older than Alexander. We'll get into that later. It started back in about the late 50s when I was a kid. Kids in the neighborhood would throw their bikes away. I would get the bike out of the ditch or the trash, sand it down, paint it, put new tires on it, and sell it for a lot of money. Back then, a lot of money was 10, 15 bucks. I'm one of 11 children. That'll come up in this interview quite a bit. And I'm in the middle of one of 11 children. So I started all the trouble and got everybody out of trouble. We grew up in the country in Ohio here somewhere, not too far from here, and 11 children. And we're very type A, most of us are. I'm probably the most type A of the 11, plus. And F's in school, but type A. And I've always been a people person, very outgoing, very type A, love people, love to put people together. Even when I was a child, I wanted people to meet people. I wanted the neighbor to meet this neighbor. I was always doing that. Mm-hmm. And as you'll see, as we go through this here, you'll see what it's turned into. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy people. Good, bad, indifferent people. I try to make them better if they're bad. But my happy place is putting people and things together in this world.
And where did that come from? Like, where did that stem from? As the early young age, or is that something you just developed over the years? Or
we're an Irish Catholic family.
Okay.
And my mom was more of a type B person, but an angel. She ended up raising all of us by herself. We'll get into that down the road here. My family, my dad's family, 12 children, Irish Catholic, Moneypenny's English, but my grandparents were from McCracken and Flint, from County Cork, not Cork, Cork and Mayo. And so we're just people. And I just get charged up being around people, helping people, talking to people. I thrive on being with people. I have a lot of alone time when I'm creating. I have studios where I crank it out. I travel by myself sometimes to things. But I'm in the mix all the time, and I never leave an opportunity vacant. I'm always going to leave a meeting with something getting done or something that's going to be done. I'm not special, but I am different.
I'm different.
As you will discover through this interview. I'm not special. No, I'm not better than anything in the world, anyone in the world. I'm not, but I am different.
Can we talk about that real quick? So, you said you're not special, you're different. What makes you different in a way that, you got, I'm gonna let you guys see this guy's case that he brought me and all the cards, because it is different. I've never seen that before. But what is it when it comes to business? What makes you so different, Daniel? And why are you doing it over and over again?
Well, to be sure, I've got a business model that only one person in the world has, and that would be me. And the only reason I say that, now, every human being on the planet has their own business model, but a lot of them are the same as somebody else's. We can pan over and do what you want to do here. We're going to kind of jump to like today. I carry 615 or so business cards, different ones. My name is on every one of them. And it's in this briefcase here, and we'll get on that. We'll pan down on that or whatever. Every one of those cards is new biz dev. Every one of those people I carry these cards for, they're all over the world, about 45 states, Europe, Far East, a little bit in Japan, Canada. My name is on all these cards. Their cell phone number, not mine. everything's them, but it's my name. They're my client. I do new biz dev for all these clients here. I bring them new biz dev and get commissions. So people say to me all the time, especially young people, Mr. Moneypenny, what is this? This is like super old school. Indeed it is. But everyone in this briefcase here has paid me between, well, early on I was getting $1,500, $2,500, $3,500, and then commission on the back end. These cards now, it's $4,500 to $10 to $12, $15K for me to carry their card with my name on it, their cell phone. I'm director of opportunity on all these cards, and then I drive new biz dev to them, and I get between 5 and 10% of what I bring to them.
So essentially, you become a brand ambassador for.
I'm a brand ambassador. I'm a sales force with me and my backup crew. I'm a sales force.
Yeah.
Instead of spending $100 grand, $200 grand a year to give somebody go out and sell for me, and they go to golf courses, they drink, they do nothing, they sell their family stuff. At the end of the year, you got to fire them. With us, it's $4,500, 15 grand, 10 grand, whatever it is. That depends on the size of the firm. If we don't perform in 90 days for you, you get your money back. It's in our contract. And we get our leads back. They never want to give us our leads back, but that's what happens. That rarely happens. In the last 10 years, it hasn't happened once. We have to fire people and kick them out of our network because they're always stealing from us. They're paying us money on commissions on the shiny ones over here. Then they're doing stuff with our lead gen. We're tracking 28,000 leads in any kind of business sector you could imagine in this briefcase.
So Daniel, walk me through that process, right? So say if my company,
Yeah.
Panel Marketing Solutions, right? We come to you and say, hey, listen, we want to expand and we also want to scale. How would that conversation be set up on your end?
The two things, do we hit it off as human beings? Again, we do background checks for some people we don't. The number one thing is obviously, can we push out what you have? Mm-hmm. If I see 100 people that want to be in my network, we can probably push out conservatively 80 of them. Yeah, oh yeah, we just do. I mean, we're touching almost everything that you can imagine. Our website will show you about 1,500 clients on there, probably more like about 2,300 clients on the clients part of the website. There's things we don't touch, we won't touch. We don't do anything crazy and stupid. A lot of our new biz dev is from medical device, supply chain, distribution, value-added industrial, instrumentation, medical device distribution, all the things that are in our world right now. We do three things basically. I've had the same three firms for the last 40-some years. We do high-end branding. I still name companies and stuff like that. It's on the site. I've named 3 or 4 companies just in Ohio that do excess of $1 billion. They do $4 and $5 billion. I've named them. You'll see them on the site. We name hundreds of companies in my career, thousands of products. We do the tagline, the positioning statement, the marketing statement, the product positioning statement, the corporate positioning statement. But we do 300 or 400 in a day to get them what they want. When we do a contract, it's zero fee. Zero fee. What's that mean? They get a contract. These days, I get 30, 40 grand for a name. When I was Alexander's age, I was getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grand, depends. And I'll get into ask me how to escalate fees later on here. Make sure you get that in there. So now I could get, now if I do a client, it's 20, 30 grand for a name. AI is getting involved, but AI doesn't have a vibe. It doesn't feel. So there's still room for guys like that, like us doing that. So zero fee. If I show you 400 or 500 names for your firm or your product, and you're going to like them all because they're creative and good, a lot of people are creative and good. We guarantee a trademarkable entity. And when you get something you like and you can trademark it, we get paid. If you can't trademark it, we don't get paid. We have a 94% hit rate on getting the client what needs to be done.
So how do you start? Well, how do you even get into this type of business?
Well, I mean, the creative thing, just start showing people. Next thing you know, I like that. What do you charge for this? $500. They gave me $500. I didn't know what to charge. This is where, if you're talented, no matter what you do, lie to escalate your fees. If you're not talented, don't lie. You have to lie because people want to pay me $500 forever. So here's what I would do. I would get a $500, then I go do work for somebody else to show them, well, yeah, do this product campaign for this, or do this billboard back then, a car dealership back then, a radio station back then. Okay, good. I took that back. They love it. What do what was that? That's $2 grand. Good, we'll give you $2 grand. Then I go to somebody else in the same area, the same field. We love what you did for those people. What do you charge them? $5,000. We'll give you $5,000.
So you scaled it.
Yeah, you scaled it.
Scaled it
If you're talented, and I'm not even gonna say I'm talented. I'm telling you, if I say I'm gonna do something, I just do it. Does that make me talented? Creatively, yes, I believe I am. But if you can back it up by zero fee, who cares?
Yeah.
That's what we did. Then you get $10,000. Then people, you get $10,000. Then you get $20,000. He gets $20,000 for this. Then you get $30,000, $40,000. We've got gigantic fees for that kind of stuff. I started by escalating my fee.
So can you, about that, I want to go deep in further detail. So the biggest deal that you ever done, and what did you get from that? Gotcha.
$330 million is the largest thing I ever did.
Wow.
In a deal, and I was part of that. I got that in there. I sold it for $27 million, and 5 years later, these guys sold it for $330 million. And then 4 years after that, it sold for $800 million.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it's on my website.
So it's a snowball effect.
It's on my, yeah, I've got over 100 right now, anywhere from about 5 million to about 80 million for sale. And I'm shopping them right now. A lot of people know who we are. They come to us to find that.
So essentially, you become the middleman.
I'm the middleman.
So people come to you to see what is the best for their buck. Best
Yeah,
bang for their buck.
buy side, sell side.
Sell side. Gotcha.
If you sell something for 20 million, you get over 20 million, 20 million and over 20 million, you get 1 point of the gross transaction. That's 200K. If it's a $100 million company, it's 1 million. So we sell we sell stuff all the time, 30, 40 range, stuff like that. Those are negotiated fees. They can be very lucrative and very good. We occasionally get ripped off by people that aren't nice, and we blackball them forever. They can never know anyone I know. We don't sue them. We don't waste our time suing them. They can never know anyone we know.
And that was my next question.
Yeah. It's a waste of time. It's too negative to sit in the courtroom and stare at people that ripped you off. And they'd rip you off again if they have the chance, so why do that? Get rid of them and move on.
The question was, have you ever been screwed over in business?
Many times.
Yeah. And
That's what I'm just referring to.
And how do you bounce back from that?
Well, when I was younger, it was harder. When you're older, it's easier because you have more to fall back on and more resources and more relationships.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the smartest number guy in the world, smartest business guy in the world, but I'm a very diligent networker. I'm networking. We're tracking over 28,000 leads in this briefcase with over 1,100 firms that are in this briefcase. I only carry cards for about half of them, 600 and some cards. We get ripped off a lot. I still get ripped off. I mean, 2 years ago, we got ripped off for a large sum of money. My partner sued for his 90 grand. I didn't sue for my 90 grand. I don't sue. I blackball, and they never know me or anyone I know again. If I'm sitting with Alexander and he loves this person to rip me off, I'll give him 5 seconds. Do you love both of us? You can't love both of us. You gotta love one of us.
Loyalty.
And it should be me.
Yeah.
Because I was ripped. I didn't do the ripping. I got ripped.
Yeah. So when we spoke over the phone, man, you made an interesting point. You said curiosity fuels you. And I guess what is it about curiosity that you put into your business and you also put into the person you are today?
Well, I think I told you also on the phone or in person. I'll say this unequivocally. I've made my entire life, my living, out of my curiosity. It's infinite. I was like this as a child. Along the way, people slap you for that. They don't like it. They think you're being nosy. They think you have too much energy. They get jealous of too much energy. I've got a lot of energy. And my curiosity has made my entire business career. My entire business career. If I wasn't curious, I'd still be doing okay. But I've got to know as much as I can know about anyone I'm around, any place I'm traveling to, overseas or here. It's insatiable, and I don't know where it came from. I didn't put it in me, but it is who I am, and I do exactly who I am for a living.
So the businesses that you work with, man, and you work with so many,
Thousands of them.
what separates a good business from a bad one?
Well, that's where my curiosity comes back in. So in the early days, I was doing many, many interviews. So I get hired to do a branding assignment, name a product, name a company, name something. So I ended up with a bunch of product samples, interviews in boardrooms with all the people, the marketing people, the branding people. They hired me to do the brand. I don't execute my branding work. They execute what I create. I create like sperm, egg, Zygote. I'm zygote. I'm zygote guy.
I love the
I
analogy.
create it. I
love
don't raise it. I create it. They raise it. I don't. That's what I do.
I love it.
So I guess a company that you could call bad, they would just be not exciting, not even into why they've hired me to do what I do. Asking me questions like, well, why are you even here? I have to tell them because your CEO heard about our firm, and I'm coming in here to get done what you should be doing. So I'm in here to do what you should be doing. And they don't like that sometimes. I try not to be arrogant about that and stuff like that, but they get snappy with me like, why are you here? I'm here because your board or somebody hired me to come in here and do some branding, something for you to execute to put out in the world about your company, your product services, and your people.
Now, for people watching, man, what does it take to get into the position that you're in today? And also, as a 31-year-old, what would you tell your 31-year-old self today, knowing what you know now?
Couple things. Try being honest. Human beings, we all have our sides. Being honest. Obviously, deliver what you say you're going to deliver. A lot of people talk a big game, they come back with nothing. I talked a big game and came back with a lot. That's what I always did. I didn't come back with 50 names or 40 names. I came back with 500, 1,000 if I wanted to. So just, work hard, show up, don't be late, be early. If you're late, be super apologetic and then promise the next time you'll be there early. Don't make excuses for why your deliverables aren't what they are. Don't make excuses for being late.
Now, you talking about the charity, and I want to touch on that too.
Yeah.
What drives your commitment to?
Excuse me, drink of water.
Yeah, absolutely. What drives your commitment to giving back? Because you don't have to do this, you know.
I
Yeah,
was told
speak
when I
into
was
the
young-
mic.
I was told when I was young too, Danny, do a bunch of freebies and 501c3s and stuff like that because the people
501c3s.
that are on the boards of those things
Yes, sir.
run lots of companies.
Yes.
So I started doing that, and they'd say, "Who are you? You just gave us 500 ad campaigns for Alzheimer's or whatever you're doing." And really, and then they run a company. Could you do that? Well, sure, I can. That's what I do for a living. Oh
Yeah.
no, we did that. It just goes so far. You meet nice people. You might meet some pretty girls. I met a lot of pretty girls giving back in the day, and you can't lose by giving back. And if you expect a bunch of kudos and stuff for that, that's a bad reason to give back.
Right.
Because you don't often see that, but it shows up somewhere else in your life.
How do you go about scaling your firm to where it is today, as far as all the cards that you have in the box and in the bin, and then also your repertoire, and then also your Rolodex?
We do a lot of business all over the planet, but we're very small in people. I mean, I'm the lead on this. I go out for the branding assignments. I lead the charge on picking up the networking clients that we have here. I've got about 30 people that carry an Imagine a card, my core business, and they're 501c3. They're 1099ers, all that kind of stuff. I've got data entry people. I've got people that do my website out of Atlanta and out of Michigan or someone there. We're lean, but this is 44 years and thousands of clients. You don't have to be people heavy, but we bring a lot of freelancers in, a lot of 1099ers. I just said that.
Mm-hmm.
We get a lot of people, a lot of work, like I'm going to get this young man. We only met last week in a photo shoot that I put together. And so then we met.
We'll talk about the introduction
and he came
in
out,
another
he
video.
liked my car, my M4, my M4 Beamer.
Yeah, he has the Beamer
I
too,
have
man.
a Beamer with a license plate called Capture on the plate.
Yes.
And but very interesting young man this guy is. He's a hustler. He's following through, doing exactly what he says he's going to do. And I'm impressed, and I got a good feeling that I'll be carrying his card in his briefcase very soon, and driving new biz dev to him and having him do business with us and our clients. I'm going to bring him clients. He's going to work with our clients.
Come on.
I'm going to bring him clients for what he does. He's going to do stuff for my clients that he doesn't even know he's doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm here for it, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, man, a serious question. And I ask this all the time. Who works harder, your generation or my generation?
I think 10 or 15 years ago, I would answer our generation. But no, my 3 children are working really hard, and all their classmates from high school and college are working really hard. This younger generation, what are they now? Zs and Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Everybody under 40 is in a crunch time, mega. Again, when I started, it was a field day. If you were a hustler and could go and meet people, stuff like I like to do, you had it made. Today, YouTube and all these other things, you can be a genius, but if you can't interact with human beings and put yourself in the mix, it's not going to work. I would say you guys are working really hard. I don't know if there's a way to gauge that. In fact, I mean, I'd have to almost say, and I'm not placating anyone here, I'd say your generation is going to work harder. You've got a lot more hoops to jump through than we ever did.
Yeah.
I happen to be a hardworking guy when I was a little kid, hardworking all the way through, like a lot of people I know are. But a lot of my generation, no.
You talked about people. I guess what was the best business advice that you've got from someone?
I've had so much, I don't know where to begin. I mean, some of the stuff I've imparted on you in this talk so far.
Yeah.
Be honest. Be kind. Be courteous. Be caring. Don't be rude to people. Don't treat people. Be nice to people. Even when they're being mean to you, kindness kills. My mom taught us that when we were kids. Be kind to somebody that's being mean to you, and they'll walk away going, man, what was that? I was rude or mean to that person. He was nice to me. Wow. They'll never forget that. Deliver what you say you're going to deliver. Don't lie to them and say you're going to deliver something and then show up with half of it or a third of it. Tell them what you're going to deliver and come back with that. I've told a million fibs in my life, maybe more than a million, mostly when I was younger. But try not to do that because you got to remember what you lied about. Then you get caught up in that.
Caught up in the lie.
It's hard to try to do a bunch of stuff and then remember what you lied about.
Yeah.
I was pretty good at that when I was young.
You're always wrapping yourself around fitness in some way. You climbed the Empire State Building.
Three times. Got faster every year.
How many floors is the Empire State Building? I don't even know.
86 floors. 1,576 steps. I did it when I was 72. I trained 10,000 steps a week. Tried it the first time. I ran 29 minutes. I was 7th in my age group, over 70 in the world.
Oh my gosh.
At 70,
that is wild.
In 2023, I was 73. I went 26 minutes. I knocked off 2.5 minutes from my first year. And that was a 4th or 5th year. It changes around.
So you just don't stop.
No. And then last year I was 74 and did it in 25 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And the average time up the Empire State Building, these are all good runners, stuff like that, is 30 minutes. And I'm in the oldest age group.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we're talking about people your age, his age. I'm putting a whipping on him. I was 74 years old when I did that.
So Daniel, why is health such a priority for you in your life? You first off, this man ran track for the Army. We didn't touch about that.
Ran in college.
Ran out of college in the Army. You're climbing the Empire State Building like King Kong.
I did marathons. I did Boston Marathon. I did a bunch of stuff. I ran hundreds of 10Ks. It's on the website thing. I've always stayed, I've been training and running since I was 18.
Yeah.
And so that's a long time. Look, I do it for a couple of reasons. Camaraderie. I got great friends for 60 years. Running buddies. I've still got people in my jumping buddies from the airborne stuff and the Pre-Leclerc. I was in Los Angeles, California 2 weeks ago. I went down to Newport Beach and had lunch with one of my Pre-Leclerc teammates. I collect good people in my life. And if I'm lucky, people collect me.
I love that, man. So I guess from a standpoint of legacy, how do you want to be remembered on this earth? As a 75-year-old who's fit, active, and has a huge network, and knows a lot of people and people know you, how do you want to be remembered?
Well, one thing's for sure, when I'm gone, when the glaciers come back, you'll see business cards in the front of the glacier being pushed through the glacier.
The business card's active, absolutely.
So how do I want to be remembered? First of all, through my children. We've raised, my wife is an angel.
I love it.
And her name's Amy. And she and I raised 3 well-adjusted, wonderful people. And they would say what I say. They're not special, but they're different. They're special to us. They're in the world doing good things in the world all the time. I want to be remembered by the pro bono work that we do, the companies that will have names on their buildings when I'm gone, the big ones, and the products that I've named, stuff like that. My creative work that's out in the world will be out there for a long time. But I want to be remembered by what I gave back to. And you hear people say this all the time, and I don't ever say, if I didn't have any money, look, if you have some money to spare, help people out. And if you have time to spare, help people out. I want to be remembered by the people I engage with. I'm very happy because I know thousands of people, and I have many, many good friends all over the place, and they're longtime friends. And they can make 30 grand a year. They could be a billionaire. We don't go by that. We have long-time friends. We care about each other, for sure. Yeah.
I want to ask you this, and I wanted to ask you this over the phone when we talked to, what's left? Like, what is next on Daniel's radar? And also, what does it look like, or what can we expect from you?
More of everything, all the time, every day, every week, every month. I'll be doing just what I'm doing as I sit here telling you what we've done and do.
He doesn't stop.
Until the moment I check out. And then, like I said, it'll move out from there, from all the stuff, everything we've left behind. It's for everyone to do. You can be as creative as you want to be. A lot of people don't even know they're creative. They really are. And they could be as creative as me. I don't go around thinking I'm the most creative person in the world. I'm not. But I'm creative when I need to be. That's what I do. It's free. Monetize it.
My final question to you today, sir. They say it's not what you know, it's who you know. Are you a believer in that?
I'll extrapolate that one more. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And then it's what you do with who you know. So you can know a lot of people. What are you doing with them?
Yeah.
We're tracking 28,000 leads in my network. Anywhere from selling a company to naming an aspirin or something, whatever. We work who we know. For their benefit, for our benefit, for the world's benefit. It's not who you know. You got to do, it's what you do with who you know. What do you do with who you know? Instead of video games and TV and sports, I'm a bad fan. I want everyone in the world to do well, but I don't want to scream at billionaires. I want me to do well, my firm to do well, my friends to do well. I go to games, stuff like that. I have friends that are athletes, and, be a fan of you. Be a fan of who you are and what you want to do. And by the way, if you don't want to get super successful or whatever in terms of money and adulation, stuff like that, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. There's a price to pay for this too, i.e. 4 engagements, 3 marriages. The last one's 33 years though. I'm still there. Nice. It's wonderful.
Hey, third time's a charm, man.
Well, yeah, and then some.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Daniel, I appreciate your time, man.
I appreciate your time, Alexander.
I appreciate you just taking the time and shedding some light on some valuable topics that we wanted to discuss.
Sure.
So thank you.
Run it up, run it up, run it up.